The United States has put 8,500 troops on a state of readiness to be deployed to Europe amid continuing concerns over Russian intentions in Ukraine. The Pentagon described the move as a precautionary measure, saying it would be irresponsible not to act given the political impasse. The announcement came as US President Joe Biden held an 80-minute call with European leaders to coordinate strategy.
This is really important. I had a very, very, very good meeting, total unanimity with all the European leaders. We'll talk about it later. Thank you.
The US has also deployed the Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier in the Mediterranean Sea. Russia's ambassador to Ireland accuses the alliance of whipping up tensions.
Instead of really wasting efforts searching for a response to the non-existent Russian invasion, Europe would be better off with the responsible, mature response to the Russian proposals on security guarantees in Europe.
Thank you.
In an address to the nation, the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, appeared to want to calm tensions, saying that a National Security and Defense Council meeting had concluded that the situation was under control and there was no need to panic. Zelensky also held talks with European Council President Charles Michel, calling on the EU to remain united in protecting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The head of European diplomacy, Josep Borrell, has warned against alarmist reactions to the crisis.
The world is bracing for a possible invasion of Ukraine. Russia says it's not going to invade. Meanwhile, NATO is scrambling to come up with a response that is short of militarily guaranteeing Ukrainian sovereignty. The government in Kiev has asked repeatedly for reassurances from the West that Russia won't simply be allowed to roll into Ukraine, assurances that Washington and NATO have been reluctant to give, all the while reassuring Moscow that Ukraine won't be allowed to join the Western military alliance. What the Western governments are saying is that their defensive reinforcements fall under NATO's Article 5 commitments, that is, that an attack against one is treated as an attack against all. 8,500 American troops will join a NATO force currently assembling and likely heading to Poland and the 3 Baltic republics. Of particular irritation to Vladimir Putin and the Russian government, 3 republics that were once part of the Soviet Union, and Poland that was once a pillar of the Warsaw Pact. Meanwhile, the American embassy in Kiev is withdrawing all the relations and families of embassy personnel in the Ukrainian capital and warning American travelers to exit the country, saying their security could not be guaranteed. All this while Russia continues to mass troops on Ukraine's borders in Belarus and in Russia itself.